All right, we're live, I think. Okay, this is a impromptu live stream, very impromptu because obviously early this morning as I'm preparing my for the live stream tomorrow, there is some comments that came up regarding shipping. So obviously I have to address it before it spirals out of control as it usually does. So this live stream is very impromptu. Like I said, people just coming in. Hey, laser pants, I see you there, RC. So very impromptu live stream. This is not the live stream of the special event. This is a impromptu live stream that I've just got on the air because this morning obviously there is questions about shipping, and let's just address it. Okay, all right. So, as I woke up this morning, I was preparing myself for tomorrow. Preparing the slides, preparing the video for tomorrow. And as you can hear from my voice, still apologies, I'm still not feeling well. Apparently, this year has taken a toll on me in terms of the virus. It's much more overwhelming than I expected. Last year, I was just sick for once. This year, I'm really sick like at least twice, and for a long duration. Right on the 8th of July, I was down with high fever, and as of today, I'm still recovering because if I'm not controlling myself, I'll be coughing and there's lots of phlegm. But the show must go on. Tomorrow is the live stream, and I have to prepare myself for that. But obviously, we have to first address the issues of ramen's shipping. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through this. I'm not sure if this video will be taken down for bullying or shaming, but hopefully not. I'm just trying to explain myself. So let's see if I can share the screen here. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna share my screen. And I should be looking at I should be looking at this. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can actually see it. Let's try to explain it. Try to expand this thing. Okay, so first of all, my apologies to Miguel because I actually misread what Miguel wrote. It was actually written by somebody else. Again, it's first thing in the morning. I woke up, and the last thing you want is to be going into explaining very complicated and technical things that is not within my realms. Okay, so my apologies to Miguel because I misread what I thought he wrote, but actually it's written by somebody else, and I'll be explaining that in a bit. Okay, so Miguel wrote, I got my tracking number for my ramen racer on the 14th of June, right? 14th of June is already a month ago with zero movement. What's going on? Okay. And this was being posted on a live stream reminder post. Okay. So I went on to reply to Miguel. Again, this is not bullying, right? But it may be perceived as that because I've got some posts taken down for actually addressing what people are saying. But if this gets taken down, then so be it. But at least maybe the few of you here who are listening, 62 people, you can bear witness. All right. So again, I'm here to try my best to explain the situation to the many of you, right? Not just 66 people. There's probably many of you who are waiting for your ramen racer, etc., etc. But I got to explain it hopefully in one go because words does not justify. We've tried to explain it many times, but apparently it is just not uh, taken in. So I replied to Miguel, all right, actually, your guess of what's going on is the same sentiment as us. By us, I mean myself. Okay, myself and us, the team, right? Yes, we don't know what's going on. But how can that be, right? How can we not know what's going on? We don't, because we are not the actual shippers. They go all, there is some mention along the way that, oh, but I paid you the shipping cost. Yes, you paid us, but we paid to the logistics people, right? Just like you pay me for shipping, I pay to the post office. You pay me for shipping, I pay to DHL, I pay to FedEx, I pay to whoever logistics company is going to be handling the logistics. And that's how the world works. I'm not sure if Amazon have their own shipping, but I surmise that Amazon will also pay the shipping company to ship the products after it's being purchased on Amazon. Okay. I surmise that every other retailer in the world would pay this proper entity that actually takes the products from their possession, from our possession, and then bring it along the way to ship it to the customer, to land it on the door of the customer at the end of the day. That's my understanding of shipping. I could be wrong. Please educate me on that. Okay. So, yes, when you guys ask what's going on, I don't know. You know, okay, but before you start pointing the finger, oh, but you must know what's going on. You are the shipper. No, no, we are not the shipper. Let's make that absolutely clear. We are not the shipper. We engage shipping companies. And when things go wrong, for example, the 70 plus keg sets that were stuck in customs, do we bear the responsibility? Oh, I mean, do we? I mean, how are we responsible for the keg sets being stuck at customs? We can, and we did ask the logistics people what's going on. Could you sort it out? Because the logistics people are the ones who have the communications with the customs. That's what they do. They have custom clearance papers, they have all these things, and they will sort it out to the best of their abilities. But sometimes it's also within their, not within their power. Okay. If something is stuck at customs, for whatever reason, the customs officer is the boss. It doesn't mean that there could be ways to uncustom it. Sometimes it does, by filling out some missing paperwork, by paying some duties owed, but sometimes there's no explanation. Okay. Who knows? I might even surmise a theory that because the keg set is not an official licensed DC product, maybe it got caught in customs for that reason. But what do? We don't just simply say, oh, sorry, it's stuck at customs. No, we replace the customer. We replace the customer. That's what we do. We do our best to solve the problem, but we won't know what's going on, right? What's going on is something that we won't know. But we'll do our best to make sure that all our customers are made whole in one way or the other. Whether it's a refund, a complete refund, because it's not your fault that it's stuck at customs, neither is it our fault. Or, like I said, we replace the customer with a brand new unit. And that's what we're doing. Okay. But because we're sold out on the keg set, the brand new units needs to be replaced when we make the next production of the keg set. And that's what we're trying to explain to all the customers. And who knows, maybe by the end of the day, the customer decides to release the goods, and then the customer gets 2 sets. It's all good, because we do our best to make sure everybody is whole at the shortest time possible. We don't say, oh, let's just wait until customs releases the product. Let's just wait. Who knows? Maybe I don't know. Let's wait a week. Let's wait 2 weeks. Let's wait a month. How about let's wait 3 months? I don't know. Let's wait 1 year. No, we do our best to say, I'm going to just replace to you, because we see that time is taking too long. All right. But again, we are not the shipping company, as I'm highlighting here, and we do not have the answers that you want. We can have the answers that, hey, we're going to refund you, or replace you. We can have those answers, but we won't have the answer to tell, hey, by the way, your thing is exactly at this particular position right now. No, we don't know. Tracking number means nothing. Okay. If you guys think that tracking numbers are so precise, it means nothing. It just gives you an estimation of where the thing is in the particular time when you are looking at the tracking. I can have tracking numbers that is always stagnant. Why? Because the person at the facility did not update the status of where the package has gone. I could have received the package and it still says it's being processed at the facility. Have you guys not experienced that? That goes to show you how accurate tracking numbers are. Okay. So Miguel goes on to say, Ramen Toy, so you just create shipping labels with zero movement and you're okay with that? No, we're not okay with that. But what can we do? We create in fact, the shipping labels are not even created by us, right? It's created by the shipping company. Again, if it's so hard to understand, we do not physically ship your products. The closest to a physically shipping your products is me packing, let's say, replacement parts, missing parts that were found in our product, and I physically pack it. I go to create the label on the post office. I stick it onto the package, which I'm sure some of you can testify to this truth. Some of you may have received packages with a label that clearly states post office, and that's done by me. That's as close as you can get to us physically shipping your item. But at the end of the day, I still hand it over to the post office people. I don't physically bring it anywhere. I don't have we don't have a mini jet or something that stores all the packages and we bring it there. We don't. That is not what we do. So why do you need to say, oh, so you just create the shipping labels with zero movement and you're okay with that? Why make that allegation? Why? All right. And then he goes on, call or email your shipping hub and get more info. Okay. And that's what we're doing. We have always been in touch with the shipping hub to get info. But does that also mean that they'll get back straight to us? Oh, Mr. Lee, regarding your inquiry, here's what it is. We also wait. We also wait for them to get back to us. So it is not as simple as just call or email your shipping hub and get more info. Hold yourself accountable for this BS situation. Hold yourself accountable for this BS situation. Why should I hold myself accountable for this situation? Why? That the product is not within my jurisdiction, that the product, I cannot actually manipulate it, that I have to be responsible and accountable for it. Yes, I am. Once it does not reach you in good time, we will either, as I mentioned, refund you or send you a replacement. And that's what we do. That's what we've been doing all this time. So there's no need to post on a public forum to say, hold yourself accountable, right? And then he makes another surmise. I'm sure more are experiencing the same issue like I am. Yes, okay, this particular surmise is probably true. We have people also waiting, but like I mentioned, we don't know. We give the instructions to the shipping company, they move it out, and then as you can see, people are receiving their raises. So it does not mean that nothing is being done. It does not mean that there's no movement. There is some movement, not zero movement. All right. So yeah, so I mistook Ray Murray's next comment as what Miguel mentioned. Okay. So Ray goes on to say, I have supported you since the start of the Ramen Racer, but that answer is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Why? Why is me telling you that I have no idea what is going on unacceptable? What else you want me to say? We have said it time and again that we do not ship the actual product ourselves. We get a shipping company to ship it. And if that answer of we don't know what's going on is unacceptable, then tell me what is acceptable. Tell me. All right. Ray Murray goes on to say, we paid you for shipping. All right. And I'm in the same situation as Miguel. No update on tracking in about a month. All right. No update. Again, so I've mentioned the no updates. There is nothing we can do. There is nothing we can do. So the only way to make sense of it is do not order from us. Right? Do not order from Ramen Toy because this is unacceptable. For the people who have received their products, maybe it's acceptable to them, but for those who have not, it's unacceptable. And as much as we want to make it acceptable, there's nothing much we can do. Okay. At this point, I purchased 2 racers and 2 sets of accessory packs to just say you don't have the answers and leave all the customers hanging with no understanding on what's happening with the shipping is not a good way to keep your customers. Now, we really do not appreciate this kind of comments. All right. This is not the way to keep your customers. This is bad customer service. How is it bad customer service? What do you want us to do? How can we go and get you the updates that you want when we don't have these updates? If you want the updates, the only way to have it in a sensible way is to pay more for shipping. Pay more. I think over here we're getting you guys to pay less. $50 per ramen racer. There's the option to pay $125 for ramen racer, and that's what happens when with air shipping, right? Express, DHL, FedEx, whatever you call it, and those are the ones that so-called have the better tracking, but not for what we're doing, which I've explained. It's all being moved over by sea to achieve the most economical shipping. I even mentioned this back in the day, that you might even get your racer in August. And then we have people saying, oh, there's no way it's going to be in August because you are shipping in April. It takes about 60 days to reach there. It's not August. No, because you don't understand what we're doing. So as best as we try to explain and give everybody in advance, it's not enough. It's never enough. Okay. And then, of course, Miguel goes on to say that this looks like your issue, not UPS. Figure it out. It says UPS doesn't have possession of the package yet. Yeah. Why? Because UPS is the final destination. This thing is being delivered by surface. All right. So it's on the way. It's on the way. As I mentioned, we are shipping this by sea. So the only way this can be explained, in hindsight, I should have explained it, is that this thing is on the way. But it is not like what Miguel said, that it's our issue, not you. Figure it out. What Miguel is trying to say that this thing is that we created a label, right? We created the label, but again, we didn't create the label. The label is created by the shipping company. All right. And as I mentioned many times, all these tracking that you see is not 100%. So how can you trust this more than you trust us? We are showing you that the products are being made. We are showing you that we are sharing with you that the products are being shipped. Over here, UPS is telling you that the label is created, nothing is happening without any proof. So let's be fair here. Okay. That's why I answered Miguel, not our issue, enough said. And there's no need for Miguel to be angry about it because it's not our issue. Enough said. It is not our issue. It's what we've been trying to explain from day one. Enough said. And then I correctly replied Ray, but I thought it was from Miguel because I just clicked the reply thing. All right. And I'll be honest, if we can't keep our customers, then we can't keep our customers. Please leave out idle tracks. We'll have none of it. It is already challenging enough to keep the customers happy, to make sure things are done on time, in good quality. We don't need all these lecture about that's not the way to keep your customers. You can't keep your customers like that. And if we can't, so be it. That means it's something that we need to learn how to keep our customers. And then, whoa, any more business from our community? Well, Miguel here is speaking on behalf of the community, right? We don't deserve any more business. Then so I replied, Miguel, we deserve what we deserve. Thank you. And obviously another angry face over there, right? We deserve what we deserve. We put our heart and soul into making a product. We engage the best possible logistics company that we sought out. We sought out a few. They all came back with us with different pricing and service quality and refunds and all these damages, all these things. We selected what we thought was the best at the point in time. We endeavor to give customers the best product possible with the best customer service in terms of replacement if we screw up, and we do screw up. Because again, as I said, I do not physically check each and every one of every single piece made to go out. I wish I could, but I can't. If I did that, then it's my full-time job, just doing QC. And nobody will be creating products. Nobody will be looking at how to make the products creative and good and prototyping and all these things. None of it. I'll just be doing QC. So, as I mentioned, we do our best to create the product, make the product, deliver the product, service the product with replacements, etc., etc. And if we deserve what we deserve, is what I mean. We deserve what we deserve. By doing all this, if we deserve to not keep our customers, then so be it. All right. And then Miguel goes on, yep, all in due time. Please don't delete this thread. In fact, I'm even broadcasting this thread right now and archiving as a video. All right. The community needs to see your true colors. Miguel, we don't delete anything. All right. You can take a screenshot and keep it and archive, and you are right. The community does need to see my true colors. And I've always shown my true colors. All right. And then we have other replies here from Herb saying that, wouldn't a better response be we'll look into it and update accordingly? Well, I'm not a guy who beats around the bush and give you guys we'll look into it. We'll get back to you. Yes, your comment is noted. I don't like to go through all these shenanigans. I'd like to get straight to the point. We have no time for shenanigans. We have only time to get straight to the point. And the point at the top of the hour is we don't know. No point telling you otherwise. If I know something, I'll tell you. If I don't know something, I won't pretend to as if I know. Okay. So I mentioned, all right, we have always handled all orders to the satisfaction of the customer. So we think. So we think. At times, we even resend the entire product when a customer claims to have not received it over an extended period of time. Or we issue refunds because everybody is different. Some want a refund, some want their product. So here I am explaining to the customer what's going on. However, as can be clearly seen, idle threats are issued. Okay. And I have a zero tolerance to idle threats. I have zero tolerance. All right. I will not tolerate anybody saying, all right, this is the last time you're going to be getting my business. That's not the way you handle. This is the worst customer service. I don't succumb well to idle threats. Okay. If I've really done bad, yes, go ahead. All right. But if we have done our utmost and we're telling the truth, don't give us all these idle threats. It is not welcome, and we don't have time, frankly, to deal with them. All right. Especially when they are made on the public forums. You can write in a personal message to me and fuck me, right? Just like customer service normally does, right? You can write if you're unsatisfied with a certain company, you can write an email to express your displeasure, and everything can be handled on the back end. No need to put it onto the public forum, is my advice to everybody. All right. And then he goes on to talk about okay, whatever. So I mentioned, so there is a process, because he was asking whether is there a process. There is a process. Okay. And the process is what nobody wants to hear. The process is wait. We can only wait. All right. Okay, so I think I want to just explain this thing because obviously Miguel and Ray are not the two individual that is waiting for their stuff. So I thought maybe this could be a good live stream to go through, hopefully close the case. Okay. And by no means am I trying to say that you got to be fearful of Ramen Toy. Don't ask them about shipping. You can ask, but you have to wait for the response because there's only one guy in my team who handles the shipping. Just like there's only one guy, myself, who handles all the products. Whatever that you guys see that we've made, is all handled by me. Handled meaning that I am responsible for it. Doesn't mean I sculpted it. Doesn't mean I physically made it. So there is individuals who are responsible for each department. Unfortunately, we are only one person handling all the emails, 1,000 emails coming in. Where is my order? Where is my order? What's happening? Change the address. Change this. Change that. We can't, right? We can't. Of course, there's another side of the story that if you can't do it, don't do business. Okay, and that's for the customers that probably you shouldn't place your orders with us because you cannot afford the wait. You cannot afford the lack of personnel handling your orders. Then we advise you, please don't order anything to prevent any problems to begin with. Okay. So as I was preparing my day to try to get the live stream going for tomorrow, I had to answer this thing. Hopefully, I've enlightened everybody in the last half an hour. And since everybody's here supporting the stream, let me just say hi to some people. All right, RC was first to show up with a thumbs up. Laser Pens as well says hello, Ace. Michael J. Horse says hi and hi back to you. Miguel in the house says hi as well. We have N Breeze C shouting out. The Titans shout out. Will 2 Prime, good morning to you. Frankie Rivera says hello. Peggy Zero Dead, I got my racer this week. Very cool. Yeah, it's great that you got your racer because we are more than we can't even catch our breath. Okay, we are like so scared that anything might go wrong with the shipping. Because it's the first time we are shipping something this way. We are shipping something with this method of container and then going there. God knows what happens. What if the whole container gets missing? Right? So we are also, in a very uncharted waters. Andrew Davies, what's up in New York? Mr. All Minds, hello. Still got my commanders, thank you. All about the villains, thank you for joining. The Canuck. All right, still waiting for the races. Hope they show up soon. Yeah, I hope so too, because in fact, the last batch of the Tiger Orange just shipped out as of last week. I believe it's this week. So this week is Friday. This tomorrow is Friday. So a few days ago, I think on Tuesday, I saw it being shipped out. So it begins its 60-day journey. All right. It's just the way it is because apparently the factory cannot do both the Tiger Orange and the black concurrently, which is something we'll be sorting out, right? We expect things to be done concurrently. And if this factory can't do it to our expectation, we have to find another facility that's able to do and achieve our dreams and then achieve expedited delivery to everybody. That's what we're working on. Okay. So, hey Nick. So just to touch a little bit about this shipping of stuff. We've never shipped anything as big as the Ramen Racer prior to the Ramen Racer. Everything has been small packet. It can go by DHL, FedEx, Courier, what have you. So, but we can't always keep our inventory to only small size items, right? You guys want the big stuff. You guys want 1/12 scale vehicles. And with all these things like the armored vehicles that we are going to be releasing really soon, in fact, in tomorrow's live stream, that's the launch of it. The braid car. So all these things are big ticket item in terms not of the price, but of the sheer volume, and hence the increased shipping costs, and hence the delayed arrival. So what I can tell you, learning from this fiasco, is that we will have to give our lead time a much better cushion. All right. We will, in fact, that's the reason why we're saying that the AVs are shipping next year, fourth quarter. If you do the math, Ramen Racer was started making around June, July, because we started sales in April, concluded the sales in May. There was evidence of us improving the product in the month of May, around June. These are all documented. You can go back to see the Facebook history. So we actually really started tooling in July of 2023. If you count that, the start of tooling, then we are well within a year of people actually receiving their first ramen races. But for AVs, we're not even in December yet. And we are saying that, okay, it's going to be arriving in December next year. So we're giving ourselves more lead time. More lead time for all these things to go across the ocean, arrive on land, and start the distribution. so that you can experience a much more smoother delivery from the time you get your tracking number or the notice of shipment to the time you receive it. So these are all part of Kaizen that we're doing. And also how the bread car, we have not taken any orders, but we have already tooled it. You would have seen that at Joe Fest, we have actually presented a test shot of the bread car. And we're not even selling the bread car yet. We're going to be making the bread car to the final tooling that it's good to go. And then we will start to sell it, which is targeted at middle to end of August next month. And then we will see, and then judge us on how fast we turn around a delivery from the time of sales. Okay. All right, Harvey. Thanks for joining the stream. Jun Yen, you're located in SG. When I can expect to pay? So this one again, from my understanding, Robo has taken some stock. I'm not sure if you have bought from Robo or you have bought from us directly. Maybe you're buying from us. I will send the message now to my team, and they can know in real time exactly your inquiry. Let me just find the thing. Let me just do this. Hold on. All right. So nice smile there. Okay, there we go. So he wants to know when they are going to be getting this done. Okay. So Junian, your invoice and everything will be given by the appropriate party as soon as possible. All right. Got the tracking number, but still no movement. Yeah, sorry, Canuck. June's 2nd of July. All right, so that's actually quite recent. So they will definitely. You just have to wait, and as much as I don't want to tell you, just wait. It sounds condescending, but I'm not. It's the fact of the matter, and we will just see how to improve it going forward. Hey, Gregory, got your name right. Yeah, I mean, patience is a virtue. We're not faulting those that don't have it. We just want people to understand. Hopefully, by understanding, they can stop making such volatile comments and advances. Thanks, Paul, for joining the stream. This is an impromptu stream, like I said. Hopefully, I managed to put up more clarity than not. May have to change our shipping partners? Might not be, because this is a very big company, all right, with a lot of resources. The amount of people attending to us is sufficient. And from the network that they have, they are the best people in place to handle this shipping. All right. Like I said, again, I'm not the guy who is 24/7 looking at the shipping, asking the shipping what's going on. I'm just based on my sixth sense. All right. I sense things. And I'm not trying to be funny here. All right. I do have sixth sense. Again, I'm not trying to be funny. I can sense, that intuition. Okay. So what is going on with all these people who are waiting is because the product is on the freight liner is moving across the ocean. That's the best surmise I have. So on hindsight, yes, I could have replied them, Miguel, your item is on the sea. But by saying that, I'm putting myself at peril of stating for the record, which I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just guessing. And as I've mentioned before, my style is I will never give you guys bullshit. I won't give you guys the beat around the bush, the quick answer that I don't know, just to pacify you. No, I will give you exactly what I know. And what I know is I don't know. So changing the shipping partners is not. We'll let my colleagues decide if they are really incompetent. So that's correct. All right, I'm responsible, as I mentioned. So I mean, if I'm responsible, I'm responsible. Thanks, Titan. Not 6 months though. What is not 6 months? Exactly. Yeah. Get your. It's always important to get the facts right. All right. Sometimes there's people who think that the ramen racer is 2 years old. Right. I've been waiting for 2 years, which is kind of strange. But no problem. We all make mistakes. Hey, Big Dub, my friend. Thanks. Your racer arrived after Joe Fest. That's good to know. Yeah, that is just it's just the way it is, and we also don't appreciate uh, people posting pictures of the carton damaged and destroyed. You can actually email us damaged and destroyed, and we can take it up with the relevant shipper. Right, there is like I mentioned, there are co- conditions in place. If a product is damaged to an extent, they will be compensating us. So there's no need to put all these pictures of damaged stuff public and let speculation start coming in, because we did not send you a damaged product. Neither is this good that it implies that the people that we choose to ship it would normally damage the product. See, it doesn't make sense. Nobody would intentionally damage products, but products get damaged, and we have to settle it thereafter. We don't want to also replace something that we are not responsible for, but we do, because the customer is confirmed not responsible for receiving a damaged product. Neither is it any sense that, oh, we should have packed it in a bigger box and a bigger box and a bigger box and then charge you 500 US for shipping. And you say, what the hell? No, 500 US is for the insurance. It's for packing it in such solid protection that it will arrive to you in mint condition. Because should the outer box get damaged, there's an inner box. Should the impact be so great that it affects both the outer and inner box, there's a third box inside. But we don't do that. Okay, that is extreme. So yeah, it's in the hands of the shipping gods, but we always hope for the best. All right. All right, I'm gonna just quickly browse through all these stuff because I really have a lot of ton of work to do, and not because I am doing it last minute, but I am doing it last minute because I've been sick the entire of last week. I couldn't get up. 38.4 degrees Celsius of high fever, which couldn't subside for 4 days. And once I thought I was okay, then I am down with this respiratory thing. All right. So I had also not been performing at my 100% that I hoped to have prepared all these things for everybody. All right. So definitely going to run through everything here super quick. So again, to address Miguel and Ray, those who see this live stream, maybe they can relay the message. It is what it is. I answer it wholeheartedly. If you feel that that's not the way to do it, my apologies, because I have no control over it. And for saying that that's not the way to keep your customers, I'm sorry. Then I can't keep my customers. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm not showing shenanigans. I'm not. Although some might point to the fact that I am. All right. There's always two sides of the coin, but I'm here to be upfront, straightforward, to the point, no messing around. Okay, so you guys have spoken a lot here. I think there's like two super chats I got to address. Swift 718, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ace, thank you for addressing our concerns. We appreciate your forthcomingness. Let's not talk about Hasbro, because supposedly we are trying to do business with them. So let's have, again, this is all politics, right? Diplomacy. So I will not dwell too much on that. I don't know about what they do, but thank you for the $5. Apologies for addressing it so late. Eric, thanks for the $10 super chat. Ace, glad you are well after being sick. I received my keg set. It's amazing. I got my shipping invoice for the Tiger Orange. Stoked. Keep doing your thing, Ace. Much appreciated. This is not Amazon Prime. We shall wait. But wait no further, because we are improving our system. That is something I can definitely assure to you, that we are doing our best every day to improve. All right. So on that note, I think I've spoken enough. I'll just go through the comments later and address them accordingly. Thank you for joining me on this very impromptu one. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 22 hours before the time now, 7 a.m. for Singapore, 7 p.m. EST. And take care, guys. Thanks a lot.